So you guys remember how to find the prime factorization? Make a little factor tree or do short division. So go ahead and do that. And so once you've got these factored into their prime factorization, I want you to find all the pieces and line them up next to the numbers. So you might actually use a piece of paper or something to do this, so you can actually write the numbers to the side. But I'll do them up here. Lots of 2's. I hope I have enough 2's, as a matter of fact. There we go. Okay, everybody got that done? Now, the GCF, the greatest common factor, what we're seeing here is all of the factors of these numbers, right? So we could look at this and say, well, clearly 2 is a factor of both of these, right? So 2 has to be in the greatest common factor. And look, another 2 is a factor of both of these, right? So another 2 is in the greatest common factor. Remember we said that there were other factors of this. 8 was the greatest common factor, but 4 and 2 were common factors, right? So there's 2, there's 4. And look, there's another 2 that comes out of both of these, right? So actually 8 would be would be a factor. How do I know it's not the greatest, or how do I know that is the greatest common factor? Because there's no other overlap between these. And one of the ways you do this is just to line them up so that every time there is an overlap, you see it right on top of each other. So if I just push these off to the side, there's no overlap here, there's no overlap here, here, or here. And so I can see right away by just looking down these that 2, 2, and 2 are the overlap region, the intersection between these two sets, right? And so this is the GCF, which is 8. Okay? Let's do it with another set of numbers we haven't done yet. So let's do it with bigger numbers, harder numbers. Let's do it with 735 and 650. So start with your factor trees. And remember all your divisibility rules. They'll help you get through the factor trees faster. So we've got all these built. So you got your numbers in line. And again, you can look at where they overlap. So there's no overlap on 2, so I'm just going to push those to the side. There's no overlap on 3, so I'm just going to push them to the side again. There is an overlap on 5, but only one of those 5s, and there's no overlap other than that, right? So there's only one place where we've got overlap, and that's 5. So that's the GCF. Nothing bigger. Okay? Kind of slick. Or you could write out all the factors for 2 really large numbers that you don't know very well. Okay, that's the alternative. So let's move on to the LCM, which is the other one. So I'm going to go back to the computer for a sec, and then we'll come back to this. So don't put these away. They're still helpful with the LCM. Everything's falling on the floor.